Hey guys, I have to tell you something. This is so important. Like, I know that a lot of people don't watch my channel and stuff, but hopefully one day you'll see this, okay? Because this is really important. I've been thinking a lot about Jesus, okay? I'm in love with him. He's I'm engaged to him. We're actually getting married. It's like so cool. I know you are too. Okay, we're all the bride of Christ if we believe in him. All this stuff, okay? However, some people don't believe in Jesus. Some people, a lot of people, think that he was real and he died and he was a great prophet of Allah, or he was a great prophet of God, or he was just a great prophet, whatever, or he was a sucky prophet. I don't know what the people believe. You're supposed to tell me, okay? That's what I'm wondering. But I have to tell you that I've been thinking about it because some people, I'm friends with a lot of like Muslim people online and stuff, and I think it's cool. I think Allah is God and God is Allah and God is also Mother Nature. God is bi. God is transgender. God is um, like even people who are pagan, even people who believe in witchcraft, everybody who believes in anything, I think is kind of right. Okay, I think we all worship the same power. I think we just call it different names. Okay, and I don't actually think it's male or female. I like Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay, they believe that in like Jesus, of course, and um, like, oh no, not Jehovah's Witnesses, Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Okay, they they believe in Jesus, of course, but they also believe in a book that was written by like whoever it was. I keep forgetting his name. Sorry, but anyway, that's like I kind of believe in that too. I think there's a lot of great wisdom in any kind of religious book. Okay, I've read a lot, I've studied a lot of different things, and I think they're all smart. Like, I think there's tons of wisdom. Before I started believing in God and Jesus, like I used to believe when I was a kid, and I stopped believing. Okay, then before I started believing again, then I realized that um oh wait, what was I even saying? See, this is a problem with MS, my brain. Anyway, before I started believing in Jesus, that's where I was getting. Then, I believed in Buddhism. That was that was my favorite philosophy. That was my favorite ideology. I thought, yeah, that makes sense. Why not? Like, it totally makes sense. Okay, a lot of Buddhism makes a lot of sense. Okay, I think they're onto something. Just like now I'm a Jesus freak. Now I believe in God, of course, and stuff. But I was thinking about it, and like anyway, a lot of my Muslim friends and other people of different faiths and stuff, they have told me that yes, Jesus was real, but he wasn't God, okay? He never said he was God. And I've been thinking about that. And yeah, that's true. Jesus never did say he's God. And I think he said, I and the Father are one, okay? I think that Jesus was God's skin, okay? God was up in heaven, and he thought, man, I'm kind of lonely. I'm here by myself. How about I make a world? And so he made a world, and he made a bunch of mini gods to because he thought it would be nice to have some company. And then he made angels because all the mini gods were like, they weren't just worshiping him, they were like mini gods. They thought that they knew what everything was all about, and so they just lived their own lives, and nobody even like really thought of him. A couple people did. A couple people realized, okay, there must have been something that put all of this together, and then they started listening to the space in your body. Okay, it's inside your body, it's outside of your brain. You have to consciously go into that place tell your brain to shut up for a couple seconds, close your eyes, or leave them open if you can, but go into the place that's in between your brain and your body. Okay, that's where God lives. That's where Jesus lives. If you believe that Jesus is God, okay? Now, if you don't believe that, then I understand why you don't believe that, and I kind of like Jesus was God's skin, okay? God used Jesus. Jesus was just a body, okay? Just like a lot of us, our bodies. Okay, right now I'm being used by Jesus. So, in a sense, like Jesus is talking through my body. I'm just a body. However, I'm still a person. I'm still like Rebecca. I still can say whatever I want to say, and some of the words aren't really Jesus's words. They are just my words. And so sometimes I say a bunch of shit that Jesus doesn't actually want to say. Okay. However, I'm still human. I can use my words. That's kind of what Jesus was. However, Jesus was also God's skin because God was up in heaven and he created a bunch of humans, a bunch of many gods that thought that they were God. Okay. And he wondered, why don't these many gods like be thankful that I give them this world and life and everything? Like, what the hell? Why don't they care about me? And so then he made angels, and then some of the angels thought, like, yeah, because he wanted people to worship it. But some of the angels were like, we could be God just as easily as you can. We're just as good as you are. And so some of the angels rebelled, okay? And humans, I think we're already going. Like, weren't we going before the angels and demons were? I don't know. You're supposed to tell me, okay? I don't know everything. I'm just a human, okay? I just have a brain that only knows so much. So you guys tell me, what were created first? Was it humans or angels and demons? But anyway, I think it was humans. And then he made angels because he wanted somebody to actually like love him and to actually like know that he was good and that he was love, like God is. So anyway, we all didn't care. Humans didn't care. Angels, half of them or a third of them thought that they could be God, that they could be just as good as God. And so anyway, they turned into demons and Satan, and they get to play God with humanity, okay? Humans get to play God with humanity and like with the angels and the demons. Okay, angels help us out. Demons kind of make us like hurt ourselves even more. Like demons want us to worship them. Okay, they think they are God. God is up there in heaven, like probably smiling at the whole thing. Okay, it's interesting. Okay, because he created this world. He created all these many gods and angels that think they're God, and then he's got his like angels who actually give a shit and they actually love God and they want to worship him and they do worship him, and he created like seraphims and whatever. Like he created all these things to be with him, okay? Because he's God, he's everywhere. Okay, and then he made this human to show us that he knows what it's like to be human. But even Jesus, when he was on earth, he said, like, our Father which art in heaven. Okay, he didn't say, our Father which art in earth, hanging out with you guys and praying right now. No, he said, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, he made the point very clear that, hey, God's still in heaven. He's just using my skin, okay, because he wants humanity. He wants humans to know that, hey, I know it's tough. Okay, it's hard to be human. he wondered why we didn't care. He figured out that, okay, maybe they don't care because I don't really know what it's like to be one of them. Okay, I'm God. Nobody knows what it's like to be me. Okay, I'm male and female. I am not either, actually, because I'm beyond that. I'm beyond comprehension. Okay, humanity can't really comprehend God. Okay, but we can comprehend a human. So he made Jesus, okay, so that we can comprehend that, so that we would know that he knows what it's like to be human. He knows what it's like to be tempted. He knows what it's like to have Satan fucking with you all the time. He knows what it's like. And he wanted us to know that he knows that. However, he was still in heaven while he's doing this, because he can be all everywhere at once. He already is everywhere at once. But if he wants to make himself into a human, he can whenever he wants. Have you ever seen that movie, Interview with God? Plus, think of all the prophets he's used as kind of like making yourself into a human, even though it's not really if the prophet has a mother and father. The only difference with Jesus was that he didn't have a father. He did have a stepfather, but he didn't have a biological father except God. Okay, that's the only difference between Jesus and the majority of humans. The other difference between Jesus and everybody else is the fact that he lived a perfect life and that he didn't sin, even though he could have, and I'm sure he was tempted to. And he knows, after experiencing that, even before experiencing it, because God knows everything, right? He's omniscient or whatever, omnipotent. He's omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, right? He's everywhere. He's like, and knows everything. He's all powerful, and he's in everything. And so anyway, God already knew what it was like to be human, because he's in all of us all the time, whether we believe in him or not. Okay, whether we believe in Jesus or God, he's still in us. All right, he made us. Just like if you make something out of clay or whatever, it's got your fingerprints on it. Your part of you is in it. But with God, he is everywhere. He's omnipresent. He is in all of us. Okay, he made us because he wanted, like, I mean, it's so interesting. God is like this amazing writer. Okay, I mean, he's so much more than that. He's so much more than humans can comprehend. That's why he made Jesus too, because we can comprehend Jesus. We can comprehend a human. Okay, that's why so many people, like, that's why he's called a father, because he wanted us to comprehend that love and that relationship. However, he also is aware of our modern society. He knows many of us don't have fathers or good fathers. He knows that, and he wants you to know. He wants me to know. He wants everyone to know that he also knows what it's like to be a girl. Okay, he's in every girl. He knows what it's like to have hormones and to be faced with the possibility of, like, so many things. He knows what it's like to be gay, transgender, all that. He is in all of us. Okay, whether we believe it or not, whether we believe in him or not, he wants us to believe in him. He wants us to know him as more than just God. He wants us to know that he's in us. He wants us to know that we can actually communicate with him. He's in that space in between your brain and your body. You have to go there. Okay, you have to tell your brain to shut up, and you have to realize, like, you can close your eyes and you can try not to be your brain, and you can still be in your body and communicate with this thing that is your spirit, that is your soul, that is where God lives. Okay, that is also where, like, a lot of stuff is. But it is where you can communicate with God. A lot of people know that, but they don't really necessarily know where it is. But hey, there it is. Anyway, that's what I think. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know everything. I'm a freaking human, okay? Jesus, the difference between him and us is that he, even though he was a human that God formed inside Mary's womb, okay? God formed all of us inside Mary's womb. However, Jesus was made from skin that was actually like, I don't know, it's just different, okay? Jesus didn't have an earthly father, he had a heavenly father, okay? That's the main difference. And Jesus was perfect, Jesus didn't screw up. But Jesus knows what it's like, and so God knows what it's like. He wants you to know that. He wants me to know that. He wants everybody to know that. And I don't understand, like, why people don't believe that. And I think that people have such an issue with God in general, because they are many gods. Everybody wants to think that they know what's going on. Like, I have it right, or my church has it right, or my whatever, I don't know, whatever. You want to think that you're in control. You want to think that you know what's going on. You want to know that you're the writer of your own destiny, which you are in a lot of ways, okay? God wrote you a choose your own adventure book, and you get to choose your own adventures. You decide how your story ends, kind of, but you also kind of don't, because you might think that you're going to live till whenever, and you might actually die tomorrow. You might actually die like in 20 years, like who knows? Or, you might have like you never know what's going to happen, okay? It's a choose your own adventure. Like, sometimes you choose adventures that take you down a weird road, but either way, your story will likely end up a certain way. Okay, you might choose some adventures that take you like off the path, or end your life prematurely, or whatever. Like, you might really do that. Okay, it can happen. However, odds are your life is gonna follow a certain path and end a certain way and be a certain way, and nobody wants to think that someone else actually wrote their story, but it's actually really great, because once you realize that, you can embrace the life you've been given, and realize that 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 you have that each decision you make is going to have a drastic impact on your life. That doesn't need to freeze you. That doesn't need to leave you like in fear of making a decision. That just needs to make you aware that, hey, your decision might twist the course of your life. Okay, even small decisions. It's okay. You can't like freeze up and refuse to make decisions. You have to just recognize that it's important, and you have to make good ones. Like, don't overdose on drugs, okay? It might be end your life prematurely. Hopefully you get saved. Maybe some EMT will come to the rescue and save you. Hopefully that'll work. But just in case, it's better not to do that. It's better to just live. It's better not to have an abortion, because each little child, each little seed that God forms in your womb is really important, and it deserves a chance to grow into a beautiful flower. And whether that flower turns out to be a boy or a girl, or gay or transgender, or whatever it turns out to be, it could be a really beautiful life if you give it the opportunity to grow. However, abortion ends the seed, terminates the seed before it gets a chance to grow. That's why it hurts. That's why God is sad over it. But God understands that he doesn't really understand. He kind of, I mean, he does understand, of course. He understands everything, but he also hurts for it a lot. And but he knows why mothers do it. He's in the mothers that do it. He knows it's a really hard thing on them, and he knows it hurts a lot. Hurts everyone involved. And so hopefully that's not an issue. Okay? It's never been an issue for me, and I'm really thankful that I was never felt the need to make that choice. And so, but anyway, okay, all these people are probably freaking out about the election. I thought I would talk to you guys about that too, because I put this thing on Nextdoor. Nextdoor, I use it a lot, okay? Neighborhood social networking thing. However, I piss a lot of people off over there, okay? Because they ask questions like, do you think God is gay? And, stuff that a lot of people find offensive. Okay. Is Trump a jerk? Like, no, I didn't even ask that. I just said it. I just said that Trump was a narcissistic jerk. And so that pisses a lot of people off because a lot of people are Trump supporters. However, he lost the election, okay? Now, a lot of Christians are really upset about that because they were praying that Trump would win. However, I don't think God wanted Trump to win. I think if God had wanted Trump to win, he would have won. However, God knows that Trump is a narcissistic jerk, and God is also gay and bi and transgender, and God also understands the mothers that make that choice for abortion. He just is sad about the whole situation, okay? But he doesn't hate anyone. And a lot of Christians, unfortunately, do. A lot of Trump supporters do. And God is not hate, God is love. And so, anyway, but God is also really cool. Okay, that's another thing I wanted to tell you. God smokes weed with me. Okay, God is cool. Like, God lets me say fucking shit and stuff. He doesn't care. They're just words. Humans use a lot of silly words. Okay, just saying, humanity. Okay, we have many different languages, many different words in our world. Okay, he doesn't like us taking his name in vain because it gets really annoying hearing your name. Like if somebody was saying Becky every 5 seconds or Rebecca every 5 seconds, I would get annoyed too. Okay, that is understandable. All right, God doesn't like it. We don't like it either. All right, it's annoying. And so God, like, doesn't care if I say fuck or shit or whatever, but he knows it pisses a lot of people off. But it does even more so on Nextdoor, the little neighborhood thing, because I piss everybody off on there. So I think maybe I shouldn't even get, like, maybe I should just only when necessary. Like, maybe I need to keep my commentary and my thoughts to myself or to YouTube or Facebook or whatever, some kind of place where it's not going to offend so many people, because I don't know, I am peculiar, I am eccentric, I have a lot of crazy ideas, and I also have a lot of, I feel like Jesus uses me. I feel like I'm God's Aqua, but a lot of times I feel like he uses my body in the same way that he uses Jesus' body, but not quite, because Jesus was God. Okay, Jesus was God's skin. I'm not God's skin. I'm just a body God uses sometimes. sometimes they say all kinds of weird shit. But that's okay, because God is still using me. He still uses my crap. He can turn it into whatever. Like, he's God. You know, we are so freaking narcissistic. Like, we are little mini Trump. So yes, okay, Trump thinks it's God, which is funny. And God, I'm sure, is annoyed with it and rolls his eyes all the time at Trump. Especially at him. Like, I don't know if he's Christian. Maybe he's Christian now. If he is, good for him. Like, seriously, Jesus loves everyone. God loves everyone. I love everyone. I love Trump in a lot of ways. He's super funny. He reminds me of Daffy Duck. Okay, I compare him to him on my vlog a long time ago. You have to look for it. Look for Daffy Duck. It's bringing new meaning to political cartoon. I think that's the title of the post. Anyway, 20 like from 4 years ago or whatever. Anyway, I compared Trump to Daffy Duck and Clinton. Yeah, she was Lucy from the Charlie Brown show. And then, what's his name? That's the guy I voted for, Gary Johnson. Whatever, he was Eeyore. Okay, it's the way it works. Politicians are freaking cartoons. They all remind me of cartoon characters, except Biden. Like, I couldn't figure out a good cartoon for Biden, so I didn't even do a political cartoon this year. It's kind of sad. But I really couldn't figure out a cartoon for him. He was just kind of boring. But maybe not. Maybe I just didn't research him enough. Anyway, I wasn't too into it this year. But you guys should check it out. Find my blog. Okay, I don't know. Like, it plays well with words.com or at WordPress. It plays well with words at WordPress.com is my blog. Like, now I think the political cartoons on there, tons of shit is, and you can read like so much about my life on my blog. I have used that for many years. It's been really helpful, but it's also caused a lot of problems. But that's the reality. That's life. Like, but I mean, it helped me out way more than it caused problems. But it was definitely a waste of time in some ways. It was also a lifesaver in other ways. Like, literally, it helped me to become the person I am now. And it helped me through a really rough time in my life, which you can read all about it on my blog because the whole experience plays out on there. But anyway, it's so weird. I have so many things. Like, I don't know. But I hope you guys aren't pissed off about Biden. Like, I think it's cool that he won. I'm glad. Freaking this country, you know, like, we would be under a dictator if Trump had won. But, you know, whatever. Maybe we want to. Maybe you guys, I'll, you know, go Trump. But maybe he is a Christian now. Even if he is, though, his attitude and his actions have just not. He's got a lot of recovery to do, and I will never vote for him. That's for damn sure. But you know, everybody can change. But yeah, like, we'll see. However, I think I'm gonna get off here. I gotta get in bed. I should probably sleep. Although I smoked some weed, that's a sativa, and I didn't care because I thought, well, I need to talk to everybody about Jesus after I smoked. And then I drank tea that was supposed to make me sleepy, but it doesn't seem to be making me sleepy yet. I even took 2 like melatonin things, but I have some Advil PM and some CBD sleep stuff that I need to try out, or actually I have tried it out, but I can't remember if it worked or not. Or maybe I could take some more melatonin gummies. They taste kind of good, but they're kind of like weird. But I don't know. I should probably definitely not smoke any more of the weed. The weed I was smoking was the Jesus OG strain, which is freaking awesome. That's my favorite strain. Because it's really good. It's good for bipolar and stuff. Just saying, but it's also just good for a lot of stuff. But some of these strains are good. Wheat is actually a really good thing. Like, it is about time that they finally legalize it. I wish they would federally legalize it because it's crap that it's not. It's a freaking plant. It's a weed. You can't legalize dandelions. You can't criminalize dandelions or criminalize any other weed. It's a freaking plant. You know, who even decided that? Oh, sorry. I spilled a bunch of water. I microwaved a cup of water and then I pulled it out of the microwave, but it was too hot. So I spilled it like all over floor and counter and stuff. But thankfully it didn't get on my lap because that would have hurt. And I've already got a burn that's barely, it's almost recovered, but it hasn't quite yet. From a burn, like, I don't know, it seems like it was a month ago or so. It's been a long time, and I'm just now getting where it's not. It's just, I don't know, it's finally looking okay. Looking almost recovered. But that's life, especially when stuff is on my legs or my feet. Like an injury there, it takes longer to recover from because my circulation isn't as good in that area. And so, yeah. But anyway, so like, you guys should seriously tell me what you think about Jesus, about God. Like, I wonder, because even if people don't believe in Jesus, I wonder what they think about it. Like, I wonder what they think hearing about it, and if they've even heard anything about it. But anyway, if you think he's God or he isn't God, I think he's God's skin, okay? But he made it very clear that I and the Father are one, but also that he was God's son. And so it's different. It's different. And while he was on earth, he made it clear that God was in heaven. Okay? So, but God can be everywhere at once, because even while God was in Jesus, he was also in all the other disciples and everyone else that he's ever created throughout history. I personally feel like he is in. Oh, hey, you guys are saying. I personally feel like Jesus is in even Satan and the demons and stuff. Hi there, my name is TJ. Yeah, cool. Okay, I live in Crowley, Texas, just outside of Fort Worth, Texas. That's cool because I used to live in Arlington. That's actually where I went to college. I went to Baptist Bible College, which is, like, I think that God actually has now kind of, he wants me to be a missionary to, like, everyone, but also to Christians. And that kind of, I don't know, it's like kind of scary in some ways, because it's going to be just something that I get a lot of hate for. But however, I'm okay with that. I'm like totally, I don't know, used to used to pissing people off, and Jesus doesn't ever shy away from that. When he was on earth, God doesn't shy away from it in humans or any other element. But anyway, what do you guys think about God too? Because I don't even know if I can talk about all this stuff. I'm not going to tell you everything that I feel about God, okay? Because some of it is I can't even say that. I don't want to say that, but some of it is not safe for work, okay? Just saying. But the point is that God is so much more cool than people realize. I don't understand why people don't love him, because he's freaking awesome. He's actually hilarious. He cracks me up all the time. I know I smoke a lot of weed. Okay, I know that. I know I also have a lot of issues. I'm bipolar. I'm on medication. All this crap. Okay, I understand all that. But it's not just that. That's cracking me up. But seriously, is God a lot of the time. He's freaking funny. And he laughs at us all the time. I think he also understands. He hurts for us. He cries for us. He hurts a lot. Okay? He understands it's hard to be human. That's why he made Jesus. But to show us that he knows what it's like, but he already knew what it's like even before he made Jesus, because he's in all of us. But he made Jesus to show us that he definitely knows what it's like, because humanity tortured Jesus to death, and then after Jesus didn't do anything wrong, poor Jesus, really. But Jesus is okay with it, because he knows his time on earth is short. Okay. JCLDS Church, they believe that before you come to earth, your spirit bodies in heaven, or spirit spirits. I don't know if you're baby or adult or what. However, they think that you exist before you actually are born. And I kind of feel like that's true, because I miss heaven. I know I haven't really been there, but it feels like I have. And I miss it like I have. And I want to go there like I have. I can know what it's like already, even though I don't. And so that's the thing, though. I don't even know where I was going with it. Anyway, I think we're all maybe existed before we actually were born. Maybe our spirits existed. Maybe they didn't. Maybe humanity is the beginning of everything, but I don't know. I don't agree with everything the JCLDS Church believes. I don't think that you actually become God. They kind of think that once you reach the heaven kind of level, that you become like God. And I don't think that's true. Okay, I don't think that humans can ever become like God. Okay, I think that we can become spirits. I think we can hang out with God. I think we can celebrate life in heaven and all that shit. But I don't think we can be God. I don't think we can become like him. And I'm okay with that. Okay, and hopefully you are too. Okay, because you've got to learn. Everybody has to just realize that you're not God. Okay, I know everybody wants to think they are. Everybody wants to be God, even though we say, I don't want to be God. Well, you sure act like it, because you worry like it. You first of all, okay, sometimes I worry like it too. Okay, sometimes I forget that money is just paper with a guy's face on. Sometimes I actually start thinking, oh my God, I need to actually pay my bills. I need to actually, I don't know, pay my bills is the main thing. But like I do, which I do, okay? Money is not just paper. I understand that, okay? And I do need to pay my bills. I get that, okay? But it kind of is just paper. I mean, it's just friggin' like the streets are made of gold, and I mean, it's nothing. This life is so short. It's just a friggin' second. But I know it's important. Okay, I'll pay my freaking crap. Okay, I'll take care of it. But speaking of which, if you have any ideas for making money like online or something, I'm thinking that I've looked into those, taking surveys for cash or whatever, but I keep trying to do it and they keep trying to just give me, hey, Bruno, hey, okay, so Bruno and TJ, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, I'm running out of stuff to say though. I'm kind of like super ready to get off here. Although, not don't like, God, yeah. So sorry. I have to clear my head. I have to get out of my mind, because my mind can go to a million different places, and some of them are not very good. Okay, some of them are like inappropriate. And anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Like, get off the internet. Stop this video. I'm gonna end this thing so I can go to bed, because I need to go to bed. But like, I really don't think I can sleep right now, because I'm not actually all that tired. So anyway, do you guys believe in Jesus? Do you even do that? You don't even care. Like, you probably don't care, because you're just, you're just people. However, even if you don't care, I do, and you can pretend. Pretend for me. Or you don't have to. You can just say, no, I don't care. And then I can ask you why and all that. But I'm probably not going to, because I think I'm just going to go to bed. But I found these things. Just saying. Okay. Just saying. I found these Schneider's, whatever, pretzel things. They're good. But they are super stale, because they fell behind my fridge and they've been there for like 2 months or something. But I just found them, and so of course I ate them. But they're still really stale and stuff. But I'm thinking maybe I'll go to the freezer. I put some Go-Gurt in the freezer, and that okay, yogurt in the freezer, like those little Go-Gurt tubes. Those are good. Hey, I'm good. I've watched you lots. That's awesome. Shoot, I want. Oh, really? I'm feeling like, oh, hey, yeah, I think I've seen you before. I think you've talked to me or commented or something. I don't remember, but I recognize your name. So thanks for coming, Jada. And yeah, you guys are cool. Like, I think of YouTube as like all my viewers or people who interact on social media and stuff. I think of them as my friends. I think of you guys as my friends. Like, I have a lot of isolation, and I sometimes, like, I just need to interact sometimes you just get stuck inside your head and you have to get out of it. And sometimes the best way to do that is by interacting with people. And so I'm glad that you guys do it, whether you do it here or whether you do it. It's hard. I ain't got friends. My mom got cancer. Oh, life is so hard. Yeah, I bet. Like, I've never really had someone close to me struggling with cancer. But I can imagine that it would be really hard. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to have a mom with a disability either. I was thinking about that because my daughter met someone the other day that her mom had MS, and she already passed away. She passed away when she was 43, I think. And odds are that I'm going to pass away like around 42, 43. And let's see. Yeah, you should start one though. Like, seriously. You're 43, man. Yeah, like, that's hard, but you should start a blog or start a YouTube thing, or even, I don't know. Yeah, like, I do think of death like all the time, and sometimes I think maybe I'm being too morbid, but that's just reality. Reality is that life is short for all of us, but yeah, it's even more short for some, and disease makes it like so difficult, especially when you don't know the outcome, you don't know what's gonna happen. It's so hard. Let's see. But gotta keep going. Exactly. You motivate me so much. Oh, to try. How old is your kid? I have 16 and a 14-year-old, so just teenagers. But yeah, my kids, like, I don't know, it's hard. Oh, so they met someone, or my daughter met someone whose mom died, who had MS, and she was telling her, her mom just kind of gave up because MS is really hard thing to live with, but cancer, I'm sure, would be like really difficult, or difficult. It would be very difficult to be a kid of someone who has a disability, because there's only so much you can do. Like, you can help out, you can make their life easier, but you know that it's hard. It's hard on them. It's also hard on you. There's a lot of things that you might feel like really alone on, or you might not want to burden your parents with, or whatever. Like, that's the hard thing. Okay, let's see. But we all got to have more faith. I'm glad I have kids too. Like, I think a lot of people don't have kids, and I think that it would be harder to fight if I didn't have kids. My kids definitely motivate me a lot, and parents are also a good motivator. I mean, my sisters, they definitely motivate me. I have a lot of reasons, so I'm sure even if you don't have kids, like, I'm sure that there's so many reasons, but yeah, it gives reasons. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like, kids are a mixed bag of tricks. Like, there's so much good and bad, but yeah, if you don't have kids, though, I know there's a lot of really wonderful people out there who don't have kids, and I don't want them to think that I'm saying that life isn't as rich or rewarding or whatever. There's so many reasons to stay around and to fight, but kids definitely make it easier. But parents and siblings definitely help sometimes. I'm sure there's parents and siblings and friends and everything out there who don't help at all. Okay? And I'm sure there's people who are really alone, who don't have parents, who don't have siblings, who don't have kids, who just are by themselves, and they've got to find a reason to. And sometimes it's hard. Like when you feel really alone, even if you're not, you can be surrounded by people and feel really alone and be alone in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. But that's why you've got to get it outside your brain, inside your body. Okay, find yourself outside your brain, inside your skin. Talk to that voice. Find your center. Find your soul. Find your spirit. Find God. Find Jesus. Find Mother Nature. Get in touch with your spirit. Get in touch with your soul. Anyway, okay, yeah. I hate to cut in, but in a weird way, I'm very lucky to be a grown man. When my mama was diagnosed with MS, she says, I'll always be her baby. Yeah, that's so, who knows? Yeah, that's awesome. You will what? I will. I forgot what I was saying already, but yeah, and now, this is my new reality. Okay, so I'm thinking that God, at first, He keeps bringing Muslims into my life, and so I thought, okay, maybe He wants me to be a witness to Muslims, and then, but He's actually teaching me that God is Allah. Okay, so that's a whole new lesson for me. Then He brings a bunch of people in the LGBT community into my life, and so I think, okay, maybe He wants me to witness to them and to show them God is love. Hey, God actually is gay. What you know, and He loves you and He loves us all, and then God is bringing all these other people into my life, and actually I want to do better with God also. Yeah, you should, because He loves you. Okay, and He loves your mom, and He's already in you, whether you believe in Him or not. This thing, God is in all of us, whether we believe it or not. And we can get in touch with His Spirit. We just have to realize that, hey, God, are you there? And then we get outside our brain. We just close our eyes and we realize, wow, maybe God's real. Okay, and then once you realize maybe there is such a thing as God, okay, then yeah, you should learn about Jesus, okay, because Jesus was God's skin. Came to earth, died a really horrible death. Humanity tortured Him to death, but He wasn't God. He was just God's skin, okay. He was a really cool guy. He was awesome. I love him. Okay, I'm married to him in the future. Okay, we're engaged right now. All right, but so are you. If you believe in Jesus, you're part of the bride of Christ. Okay, it's all right. God is into a community. He's not necessarily to group sex or anything, but I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. I'm not God. God's into whatever He's into. Okay, it's not my place. But anyway, God's awesome. He smokes weed with me, and yeah, everybody should know about Him. Everybody should believe in Him, but a lot of people don't, and it's sad. Part of the thing that's sad about if you don't believe in God is if you don't believe in Jesus. That's the thing. Okay, God sent Jesus to earth to because God wondered why the humans didn't care. And it's because we didn't know that He knows how hard it is to be human. So He made Jesus, and humans killed Him off. But hey, at least we know that He knows what it's like to be human. It sucks. Humans kill each other. Yeah, that's what Jesus, like, He already knew it because He was watching us from heaven. He was in us all. He made us. Okay, so God already knew that we were going to kill each other off. But He made Himself into a human. Okay, He made Jesus. Jesus got killed, okay, just to prove that humans suck. Humans like to kill each other off. Humans do a lot of shitty things to each other. But it's okay, because, like, God loves us anyway, okay? But that doesn't make it any easier. It still sucks to be human. Like, look at some of us. We have freaking crippling diseases. We have cancer. We have MS. We have whatever we have, okay? Maybe we don't have an illness. Maybe we're just, like, I don't know, we're OCD, or we're just happy all the time for no reason. I don't know. Whatever your problem is, you've got a problem. Like, everybody does, okay? Life is hard. It's hard for all of us. It was especially hard for Jesus. He didn't do anything to deserve it. That's the whole point. And that was God's son, okay? And so God wants us to believe in Jesus, because Jesus was the way. That's the only way that humans get to know God. Okay, that's the way that we can go to heaven. If we don't know Jesus, then we're trapped here on earth, which sucks. Because we're a ghost. Okay, and maybe it's fun to be a ghost. I don't know. I've never been one. But let's see. I love you. Okay, I have to catch up on some of this stuff. Anyway, I don't know if it's fun to be a ghost. If it is, then enjoy it. But when you get sick of it, then yeah, tell Jesus sorry for not believing in Him, and hopefully ghosts can get saved. That's what I don't know. I don't know if ghosts can get saved or not. What do you guys think? Okay, I love you. God is love. Love is everywhere. Exactly. So God truly is everywhere. It's such a good feeling finding Him. Exactly. It's such a beautiful and personal experience. So true. Oh, wow. He was killed due to the evil of man. Yeah, exactly. Because we suck. We kill each other off all the time. Like, that's the whole thing. But Jesus knows. God knows. God knows that we suck, that we kill each other, that we freaking lie and cheat. That's why He gave us the 10 Commandments. It's like, man, you guys suck. Like, I love you. You're awesome. I made you. I gave you free will. Whatever. But you guys totally take advantage of the crap I gave you. You guys, like, kind of suck. But it's okay. I still love you. I'll give you some rules. And so He gave the 10 Commandments. But even those we can live up to. Okay? And so He sent, like, prophets, all this stuff. Anyway, the whole Old Testament, humans never can live up to any of that crap. That's why He made Jesus. Okay, He made Jesus to rescue humans because He freaking loves us. And I don't know why He keeps loving us, but He does. He loves us all, and He wants to get to know you. And I hope you guys get to know Him. Like, everybody should. Just because He's freaking awesome. He's hilarious, and He loves us all. And yeah, like, oh, He's just wonderful. Like, seriously, I don't know where I would be without Him. I just love Him. I I literally love him more than life itself. Like, I seriously, I'm more excited about heaven than I am about staying here. However, I know I have a job to do. I know I have stuff to do. I have kids. I have a life. I have reasons to be here. I have a YouTube channel. I have like a million things that I should love about life and things that I do love about life. But yeah, if I could be in heaven tomorrow, if I could just go to sleep and wake up in heaven, that would be freaking awesome. Okay, I miss you guys. I love you, all that crap. But yeah, if a sinkhole develops under my apartment, don't be sad, okay? Just be happy for me. No, like, I'm cool with it. But that doesn't mean I want it to happen, okay? It just means I'm cool with it if it does. Hey, God, if you want to do that, it's okay. But we both know I got shit to do on this freaking planet. And so I'll do it, okay? But it's not fun when I'm like in a lot of pain, when I'm, having a lot of other stuff that makes it difficult, like, yeah, you've got to tough it out. And I'm not going to be here forever. And so, like, you can't even base everything just like, you've got to find reasons to fight, find things to push you, okay? Because this life is beautiful. This life is wonderful. It only happens once. If we were truly like the JCLDS people, if we were actually in heaven before we were born, then cool. That's awesome. If we weren't, then like, either way, it's okay. But either way, you've just got to know Jesus. You got to know God. Jesus is the way to God. Okay, you got to know about God. Learn about Jesus, because he's the way to God. And also learn about other prophets. Learn about, sure, why not? If you believe in Muhammad or Mother Nature, or I don't know, like, whatever you believe in, good for you. But just recognize the spirit you're tapping into, the force you're tapping into, is probably God. Okay? Odds are it's God. You might call it something else, but odds are it's still God. Okay? That's okay. His name is God. He's kind of cool with you guys calling him whatever you want to call him. Okay? That's cool. But he wants you to know his name is actually God. And he made a way that we could go where he is. And that way was Jesus. It's super easy. Everybody should know about it. And that's why I ramble on for hours about nothing. Like, what am I even doing? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, yes, we will. Yes, God forgives us, for sure. I just want to be happy and see my ancestors again. Yeah, I totally think we all will in heaven. If, like, okay, this is what you might not agree. A lot of people won't. Hey, that's all right. But I might be wrong. Who knows? But I think that in the end of reality, when Jesus actually comes back, okay, then I think we're all going to go to heaven. I don't know if I'm right. Maybe some of us get destroyed. Maybe some of us go to hell. Maybe spirits are just trapped on Earth, and Earth, like, I don't know, doesn't it get destroyed? And so, yeah, spirits would get destroyed, or they're left floating around in space. I don't know what happens to them when the Earth gets destroyed, but I think that actually Jesus saves us all, okay, at the very end. But I don't want you to have to wait for who knows however many hundreds or thousands of years. Like, it might be a long time before Jesus comes back, or it might be tomorrow. Like, who really knows when he's gonna come back? Okay, but I don't want you to be trapped here as ghosts, just waiting and stuck here and not even knowing that, hey, there's this really cool God who made a human called Jesus who died, and we killed him because humans suck. But it's cool because God loves us, and he's really freaking awesome. He smokes weed with me and all that shit. But that doesn't mean that, I don't know, like, okay, yes, God forgives us. I just want to be happy, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore. Hello, how are you doing? COVID is controlled in your country. I don't know. I wonder about that also. Yeah, true. Jada, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blah, blah, blah you. I was just saying. Like, I was trying to repeat the things that I'm, like the new things. But yeah, I think COVID is a tool that God uses in our country too. But yeah, it is pretty, no, it's not under control at all, I don't think. But I don't watch the news. I think it's freaking crazy. I think it's crazy everywhere still. Like, I don't think, like, I don't know. Is it controlled in some countries? Since I don't watch TV anymore, then I really have no idea about COVID. I've stopped watching TV. Like, I don't even know why. Sorry. Other than the fact that, like, TV is kind of pointless and a waste of time, and I'm already waste too much time with it. I know, Jada, I'm probably totally better off. I think that a lot of people would be if they stopped watching TV. But it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, TV is nice in some ways. Sometimes you need just to zone out of your reality and just, like, forget about life for a second and just get into, like, some kind of fantasy world. But my favorite way to do that is to play bingo. I love doing that, but you don't watch either unless Netflix. Yeah, see, I used to, but Netflix got too expensive when I started wasting all my money. Andrew, Dallas Fort Worth, maybe? DFW. Good evening to you. Is it already night? What happened to the day? It was just here, like 5 seconds ago. But maybe not. I don't know. I get distracted and I lose track of a lot of things, including time. I'm a time traveler. That's what I believe in my videos. Because it's real, okay? Do you know why I say that I'm a time traveler? Because when I was in the hospital having my whole weird experience, then God actually told me that. Okay? His words, not mine. He said I'm a time traveler. I didn't know exactly what that meant until I've, like, had a vision. Okay, I went to, I think it, like, I don't know if it was a Trump rally, but it was some kind of political rally. For a couple seconds, I was with the girl. I put a blanket over my head. She was sitting next to me. She was like a nice lady. Anyway, and then I disappeared, okay? Because my life at that place was only like a few seconds. I can't remember how many seconds it was, but he wrote it, like, it appeared on the board. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened in the hospital, okay? I had all these weird, like, visions. Okay, I don't actually know if I fell asleep and had really vivid dreams, if I was awake at the time, if I was, like, on some kind of medication. I don't know. Okay, I just remember what happened, kind of. I remember seeing it on the board. That was like, I remember the board. I remember the hospital's name. It was totally just the dry erase board they always use. But it just would appear the times, like how long my life was. That's why I believe this life is only 3 years. It's not even 3 years anymore. It's like less than 3 years now. So but see, I believe you. I do. Awesome. Yeah, maybe I was traveling in sleep for real, because I mean it was, but it was so vivid, and like I remember dying. I remember meeting the guy who thought he was God. I remember his assistant and talking to his assistant and telling the assistant my idea for death. Like, I thought that the God guy should kill somebody off with, he should make the person's dream death. Like, the person would just have the dream death skydiving without a parachute. Okay, that's my dream death. That was my dream death until, like, I realized that God's probably gonna suck me up in a whirlwind. Okay, which I don't know. I'm a freaking crazy person. I don't know. I'm just like some nut on YouTube, right? But if God sucks me up, that would be awesome. That would be like skydiving without a parachute, but it's kind of skydiving in reverse. And I'll be strapped into my wheelchair. God's taking my wheelchair to heaven. When we get to heaven, then yeah, I'm probably going to be the only person in the wheelchair. But I love my chair. It is God. This chair, like, I wrote a book. It's going to be published eventually, but like, it's at a publisher, but I got to finish editing and all that crap. But I don't know. Anyway, it's a children's book. Okay, so read it. Let's see. No, we don't. God has it. God has what? What does God have? But yeah, I think that yeah, he's gonna suck me up in a wheelchair, and I'm gonna be buckled in. That's why he's taking me in a whirlwind. He's taking me in the wheelchair to heaven. You guys can go see it when we get there. We gotta roll on streets of gold. You guys will be walking. I'll be rolling. Okay, come see me in the castle with slides coming out of the window, because I think that that's gonna be my reality in heaven. I might be totally wrong. Okay. Maybe I won't have my wheelchair. Maybe I won't have a castle with slides coming out of the window. That all sounds crazy. Okay? But a lot of my life sounds crazy, and it's actually real. Okay? A lot of my life, like getting rescued from Superman, like getting rescued from the mud by Superman. Who would have thought? Right? Meaning Elvis buying my Christmas presents. These are real things that have happened. Okay? Now, it might not be the way you're picturing it, but it's reality. It's like totally, I mean, you can't argue. Okay, go to my website. You'll see all these stories. You should. But because it's awesome. Like, I don't know, let me see. Oh, we don't. God has it. Oh, God has all of us. You got strong faith. I'm going to read my Bible and smoke it out. Yeah, I should smoke it too. No, it's not crazy. We are very real. Exactly. We are very real. And Jada, you gotta be good and be careful and give your mom a hug for me. And yeah, stay strong and enjoy smoking out. I think I'm going to do. I need to get off here and smoke and maybe smoke some weed that's like indica. If I have any, I've got to like, I don't know, maybe I should not smoke. Maybe I should take like a sleeping aid. I don't know. But yeah, I should probably get off here. I'm running out of things to talk about. I keep talking though. Oh, rambling is so hard. But like, seriously, I need to just wait a second. How about I read the Bible and have some wine? Yeah, go for it. You guys can read the Bible, but yes, and go smoke. Woo! I don't drink. Okay. Yeah, me neither. Because I used to pee on myself when I drank even more than I peed on myself when I wasn't drunk or when I wasn't drinking. And so I stopped drinking. And now I just don't even like it. It just doesn't even sound good most of the time. But sometimes I get super depressed and then I think about drinking, but I remember it's a bad idea. So I don't usually do it. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Not like, never mind. I'm getting to end this stream, okay? Bye, guys.